interested in music, who was your favorite musician?
Well, we didn't have musicians per se to have a favorite or not, but what was the favorite singer was, of course, Elvis. And that was, he was unlike anything anybody had seen before. And of course, he did his famous dance moves, which was very, very provocative. And people talked a lot about Elvis. He was, and there was a competition between Elvis and the singer. Do you remember the name of the singer? The famous singer.
Elvis was a famous singer.
But you had another guy that.
Oh, I like Pat Boone.
Pat Boone, and they were like diametrically opposed, but they were very much the two top favorites at that time. So that's it.
I got interested in music at a very early age. My dad inherited my grandfather's place. And so when my grandfather and grandmother died, he kept the farm going. And then Mom had moved in to take care of my grandmother before she died. So she was a nurse for my grandmother before she died. And of course it worked good because they all spoke Swedish. And so then when Dad inherited the house and Mom and Dad got married, there was a lot of stuff left in the house. And one of the things that I was fascinated with was the 78 RPM records. We had a stack of records, but nothing to play them on. And so I wanted a record player that would play the 78s. We had an old wind-up Victrola that was in one of the storage rooms that you'd wind up and put it on. And it didn't work anymore, so I asked for a record player for Christmas and got it. And so then I started playing those old 78s. And at that time, there were a lot of other little children's records, and I was young. I was probably 5, 6 years old at that time. And about that time, Mom was a good singer. She was a soprano, and she was a good singer. And she sang some Christmas carols, and I heard her singing, and she did some recording at KELA. So one Christmas, she was on the radio singing White Christmas. And when she listened to it on the radio, she was really embarrassed because she had such a Swedish accent that she thought, everybody's going to laugh at me singing it. But I thought it was really kind of neat. She did a great job on it. But anyway, so music has always been in the family. And as far as early music, when I got my record player, I played all kinds of stuff, the Sons of the Pioneers and all kinds of the kids' records and songs from probably 5 years old on. One of my favorite old songs, recorded about 1912 or 13, was Carolina Moon. And it still, every once in a while, comes back. And it's kind of a neat song, but I just loved the melody of it. And so most of my early music was about melody, about listening to the different parts of the music. When I was in 5th grade, I started, we were able to play in the band. And so I started playing a trombone in the band and learned how to play a trombone. I took some private lessons for a while too. Then when I was in the 7th grade, a bunch of us that were in the band, we started our dance band in the 7th grade, and we played all the big band music and, Somewhere Over the Rainbow and that sort of, those types of songs, Near You and good dance songs. So we started practicing those, and then we started playing for Grange halls and whatnot. So in grade school, we were playing. We played in the band, or in our little dance band at Grange halls. Even during school, we would get out of school to go play. And then by the 8th grade, we started doing dances. And so by the time I was a freshman in high school, we were playing for dances at Grange Hall, and we were playing for a regular dance in Shelton on Saturday night. One was Friday, one was Saturday. So, and then I played in the band at high school in my freshman and sophomore year, and then I couldn't do it in my junior year because I was class president, and you couldn't play the sports and do that stuff because you had a lot of other responsibilities. But we played through my sophomore year in dance band, but always enjoyed music. Like the big band sounds still today. I like country western music. I've got several different playlists on my computer or in my little iPod that I plug into my earphones and take my 15-minute afternoon nap listening to music. So yeah, music has been a big part of my life.